Good morning. Yeah, I always sound like this. No, I'm gonna use this voice for a little bit at the beginning here. Okay, so in case you guys didn't know, last week I was like, okay guys, what if I just started talking like I was doing some sort of weird Markiplier, voice impression, right? Like I was talking like this the entire time, and I was thinking like, what if I did this for an entire stream, which I think I can maybe do. But the thing is, it doesn't really match my model, right? So I'm not gonna go live on shorts just yet. Hold on a second. Pin that message. Okay. Oops. Okay, yeah. So, I don't know if you guys knew this from yesterday, last time, right? But, I am Steve. No, I was gonna use that voice for like the entire stream, and I wanted to see specifically if shorts, and we're not live on shorts yet, but if shorts, if I would get more people responding and talking to me if I just like totally faked a voice that's sort of like this, but I look kind of weird, so I got to take off my glasses for this, and it seems a little bit more believable, you know. And then I want to I want to trick people into thinking that I'm cooler than I actually am, because I'm actually pretty lame. And that's the whole premise of this stream today. And so yeah, that social experiment, we all hate social experiments, right? We all hate it. But you know, it's just pulled on shorts. No one's gonna care, right? People on shorts usually make fun of me, so it's fine, right? They're like, oh, femboy, right? And so like, now, haha, joke's on you. I'm not the femboy anymore. No, I am Markiplier. What's up, everybody? It's Markiplier. And that's the basis of my voice that I'm going to be using. Is my frame of reference is going to be Markiplier. Markiplier. Yeah, my frame of reference is going to be my favorite reference is going to be Markiplier. I don't know why I did that. I literally just clicked back into OBS. I might have clicked something on accident. I'm very, very sorry. But yeah, that is going to be what's happening here. So, without further ado, I think I'm going to go live on shorts now. Yeah, I'm gonna go live on shorts now, and then we're gonna completely shift. Into the deep voice. Okay, you guys ready? You guys ready? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. I gotta get into the groove, you know. So from now on, from this point forward, social experiment is that I'm going to sound like this for the entire time. with my glasses off, and hopefully people will believe me. I don't believe they will though. I really don't. Maybe they will. Tonight. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So let's talk about things. Let's talk about, I don't know. So yesterday I kind of stressed myself out a little bit. I had to do some negotiations and some talk about some like contract stuff, right? And I feel really, really bad because I was like, hey, you know, the thing is that you should negotiate contracts if things don't seem very right for you, right? And I felt like I was bullying this other person. I felt like I was bullying the other side, being like, hey, I don't really like this part of the contract. Can you change it? And they're like, I don't think I know. I want to protect myself as well. Because that's the whole thing about contracts, by the way, guys. If you don't know anything about contracts, they're not scary, guys. Contracts are not scary, right? But contracts are there to protect you as a consumer or service person, and it's there to protect the other person as well. And then that's like the whole thing about contracts, right? It's there to protect both sides. At least it should, right? A proper contract should provide rights to both people, but contracts can be written up to screw the other person over, and that's the thing that's not cool, right? That's the thing that's not cool. So yeah, I felt like I was bullying the other person. I feel like they're not really, maybe this is the thing, that maybe they're not used to negotiating contracts, because as soon as I mentioned like a change in the contract, they're very, very hesitant and willing to pull away and like I felt like they're really, really looking to pull the contract off the table. And that's the thing that kind of scared me the most. It's like, I understand, clientele is a thing, right? There are more people to work with, right? And I was just very, very worried is the thing. I was very, very worried. And I just really felt like I was bullying them. And that's the thing that was the kind of like stressful. And I stressed myself really. I was like, oh, I feel so mean. I feel so mean. I really don't mean to be like, I'm trying to scam you or like, bully you into terms that you don't agree to. And that's the thing. What are you talking? I've always sounded like this. I've always sounded like this. I've never not sounded like this. You know how insane you sound. All right. But yeah, that was my day yesterday, and it was kind of freaky in that sort of sense, is that I felt like a bully yesterday, and so I had to really, really de-stress. And that was a good thing, because Wednesdays are usually my half days of work, so I'm okay with doing a half day's amount of work on Wednesdays. So I wasn't really upset that I spent like 4 hours playing Final Fantasy IV on the DS. So all right, let's brew some coffee. I realized that I'm not wearing my long sleeve again, so you guys are gonna see my slutty arms a little, okay? That's fine. There we go. Yes. Yes. I feel like Captain Falcon right now. Yes. Do you like my new art piece I installed onto the wall? I kind of feel like I should like put my name in the corner right here. You see that right there? I feel like I should put my name right there. Tomorrow, can you watch it? I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. A media share was suggested a while ago, and I'm not sure if I really wanted to do. I'm not a good person to media share with, That's I don't know if I can do that properly. I'm not sure if I'm very good at it. I always feel like I have nothing to contribute when it comes to media share, because when it comes to media share, I'm a big person on copyright, right? I'm a big person on copyright law and protecting people's copyright and protecting people's their creative works, right? And I feel like I am not able to contribute enough to make it feel like a breath of fresh air, or feel like I could drive you guys to watch the video after all is said and done. And that's kind of like the thing, is that like I am very, very worried that people get screwed over on things like media. And the thing is that it's a proven thing that it drives away viewers, because when you watch a YouTuber do reaction videos to a particular video, right, a lot of the times is that they will just watch it with no commentary, or like the only thing is that they'll do is like they'll maybe pause, right? And that's the thing, is like they just end up watching. And then why would you watch their video by yourself when this other person is watching it with you, quote unquote, right, quote unquote, watching it with you? And it is, just watch that. You can see their pretty faces while they watch along. And why would you do that? Why would you do that when you can just watch the other guy, right? And that's the one thing that's very, very iffy about reaction content. And the thing I think is really lazy is that the thing is, it can be done well as well. The reaction content can be done well. I'm going to start my water, by the way. I haven't done that yet. Did I put water in this? There is water in here. I don't think I've filled it up. Hold on a second. I'm going to fill my water real quick. I was listening to the one song from the One Piece. Why is this not working? Is this... There we go. How many rare Pokemon do I have? 0? Is the word 0 maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that means by rare Pokemon. They're all not rare though, because like you play Pokemon, right? Every time you restart the game, it could be really, I don't know, a Spinda is pretty rare, right? the patterns on the Spinda is one in a million or something, right? Oh, today we have the croissant. This is a croissant, by the way. This is a croissant. It doesn't look like one, but it's a croissant. I promise you, I don't even have any Pokemon cards at all. I don't collect cards. I'm not a collector, is the thing. I don't collect cards. And yeah, not really. It's never really appealed to me to collect cards. I'm more of a gamer, so when I did collect cards, this was like Yu-Gi-Oh! The most cards I've collected was Yu-Gi-Oh! I guess I could say. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, right? Today's brought to you by Sloth, by the way. I would get Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards that were really good for my deck, right? And that's the reason why I collected cards, was because I wanted good cards for my deck so I could beat the shit out of my friends. That's the sort of thing that I would buy cards for. I never really collected. If it was a rare card, that was cool, right? If it was a rare card, it was awesome. But if ever it was, a good card, I would have it in my deck. If it really complemented my deck, I would do it. But yeah, card collecting is now kind of out of my price tag, I guess. It's not really, but like the effort to get cards, right? The effort to get cards is not really a good one. The return. I have a shit ton of derpy guys. What do you mean derpy guys? Like little funny little Pokemon guys? Like that's the thing that you're really into? Yeah, I beat people with cards, yes, with my credit card. You want some, when people are like, whips you with the bundle of cash or sort of thing, money dominates you a little. Like the thing I beat people with is with credit cards. Sorry, you get my little slutty arms again. You're getting my slutty arms again. Gibbles, Schnoms, and Shroomage. Those are some good ones. Those are some really... I really like collectors. I really like collectors that collect one of this, like all of one Pokemon. Like they really, really like this Pokemon so much that they just collect all the cards that have them. Do you know how many cards have Wooper in them, by the way? Just like, not as like, not like the Wooper card, but like a card that just has Wooper in the art. There's so many of them. I came across a couple that were like, why is Wooper even here? You see a Kyogre and all of a sudden like, why is Wooper in the background of this Kyogre art? Kyogre is like in the deep bottoms of the ocean, yet Wooper is here. Okay, and for those who don't know, that was called wetting the filter. We just wet the filter so we can get some of the papery taste out. We're gonna be dumping that. We dump the water here. We dump the water. Oh shit. Alright, now you can start brewing some coffee. Feel like I'm in an alternate universe. Why? What's wrong? Don't you remember me? Don't you remember how I sound, how I always sound to you all the time? Every single day. Hey everybody, it's Akira Dolce, and today we're playing a game called Iron Lung, okay? So Iron Lung is a, we're in a submarine. That's I've always sounded like that. I've always sounded exciting and deep and crazy, I've always sounded like this. You know how insane you sound? Do you know how insane you sound? I need to change the units. 2 grams. Graham cracker. We got 20 grams of coffee. Perfect. You think you get it? What do you get? What are you getting? Today's the day. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. The funny thing is that I have not seen. I'm not live on Shorts, am I? It really just is not pushing me on Shorts today. Normally I get like tons and tons and tons of people popping in on Shorts, but now, well, yeah, there you go. What's good? What's good? Yes, what's good indeed. 20 grams. Yes, we got 20 grams of coffee here. We're gonna reset and we're gonna go about roughly 320-ish grams of water. That's kind of the sweet spot for this coffee. Maybe we should go a little bit more. Well, no, 320 has been a pretty good amount of water. Make sure all the beans are saturated. Bro, want to stay? Why? Go to bed. Go to sleep. How's your day going? My day is going absolutely wonderful. We're just brewing some coffee here. That looks like a ripped filter. That is a ripped filter. These filters, man, they keep ripping on me. These are some of the worst filters I have ever used, and I hate it. That is a ripped filter for sure. I don't know if you guys can see it. guys see the hole right there? The hole right there. Ugh! You can see the grinds right there. There's the grinds. All right, I'm gonna clean this up again. I'm gonna try again. All right. I hate these filters so much. You did not hang the pink drawing. No, I did. It's right there. It's beautiful. It's a work of art, okay? It's a work of art. That's why we have it there. It's a work of art. It is beautiful, and it is amazing, because we worked on it for like well, that one we worked on for 30 minutes, but like in total, we did it for an hour, all right? It's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful drawings I have ever made, okay? In hella pain. I hope you feel better. Yeah, and I hope you feel better. Bye. What would I do? Are you leaving? That's okay. You can leave. If today's not your day and you don't want to be here, you can leave. But, yeah, I appreciate you popping by if you're leaving. But I gotta make my coffee start working. Gotta make my coffee start working. At least I can have my croissant. My croissant is beautiful and delicious. Hey everybody, it's very flaky. You see this? Hold on a second. You see this? It's very flaky. It doesn't look flaky, but it is. I swear it is. It crumbles in your mouth. I just realized I had Hosho Marine framed in that little square here. Can you guys believe it's already March? Has anybody been watching that One Piece live action? It's been a time. It always looks good every time I see it. Every time I watch an episode, it's like beautiful casting, beautiful set pieces, all very well done, very accurate to the show, to the anime, to the manga, in its own way, right? In its own way, I think it looks cool. Look at that. Brewing some of that there coffee. Okay. I hope these filters will do a little bit better. I've noticed that these filters, they don't really fit, and it's probably the reason why these filters are doing so poorly, is because they don't fit properly. We're gonna wet the filter one more time. Hi, welcome in, welcome in. filter is wet. Also, I am wet. Don't worry about that, though. Okay, now let's try again. We are going to do, again, 20 grams of coffee. So, let's set that up going. I have to go, oh, thanks for stopping by, appreciate it. Thank you for being here. And if you can, hey, pop by again or watch the VOD. Really helpful for me. Oh, 21 grams. Okay, that's different. Akira sounds different, but might just be me. I think it's just you. I think you're crazy. Because I've always sounded like this. I've never not sounded like not like this. I've always been very, very sexy sounding. It's not, I'm not using a voice changer. I'm not using a voice changer at all. Mark Akira. Hey everybody, it's Mark Akira. Jesus. Okay. Hey everybody, it's Mark Akira. Today we're gonna be playing. Today we're gonna be brewing some coffee. And the thing is that it's not actually his voice, right? It's not actually his voice. It's kind of like the basis of how I'm talking today, and it's to prove that I can be I could be a method actor. I could be a method actor. I could be good at what I do. The thing is that also I have to get, when I talk like this, I have to get really, really close to the microphone. And so my entire setup kind of feels a little foreign to me in this sort of sense. So, all right, now I need to brew my coffee. Add a British? I don't have a British accent. I don't. I can't do that. All right, there we go. $320. That's 322, but that's fine. I can do it naturally. I wonder. Sometimes you could just, your accent really comes from what you consume. I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh, big sneeze. But your accent comes from the people around you, the things you consume all the time, right? That's where your accent comes from. And so if you're able to do more than one accent, it's because that you have experience talking with other people with it. Or you're really good at just impersonations, because that's also what an accent is just impersonating others. And that's why we have accent. I gotta sneeze again. I gotta sneeze, holy shit. Do you know how insane you sound? I sound stuffy, crazy. I gotta sneeze, but it won't come out, you know? UK feels so big, but as soon as I leave the UK, I know how small we are. It does feel. You know what's crazy? How big Canada is. Canada's huge. I live in Canada. There's so much to do in Canada, and it's huge. But it's crazy that the world always feels big no matter where you go. Whether you live in a huge country like Canada, I think Canada is it the second biggest country in the world? Yeah, doesn't matter where you go. Japan feels huge. Chicago feels huge. Canada feels huge. Anywhere you go, it feels huge. Everywhere you go, it feels massive. Absolutely massive where you go. There's so much to see and so much to do. And the reality is that the world is just huge. The world is just huge. We are like a microscopic little microscopic dust in comparison to the world. It's not also, but it doesn't mean that you're not insignificant either. Because I mean, look at Lady Gaga. Look what she can do. She's great. Love that Lady Gaga. Oh, there we go. All right, let's pour me my coffee. It's a small mug today. It makes my hands look like big yaoi hands, you know? It looks like I have really, really big yaoi hands. But the fact is that the cup is just very small, right? Looks like a big cup. Looks like a big cup. Looks like I have even bigger hands, right? Unfortunately not. My arrival will be even later. Well, thank you for popping by at least. I appreciate it. My nose is so stuffy. What's happening to me? What's happening? I gotta drink. Maybe I'm allergic. Am I allergic to coffee? Is Markiplier allergic to coffee? Hey everybody, it's Markiplier. It's not even, right? I'm not even Markiplier. It's just the basis of the voice. Very smooth coffee indeed. Do you like coffee? Do you like jazz? Do you like jazz? I've yoinked my cat. Cat is good. How's our favorite twink? Excuse me. Do I sound like a twink to you? Do I look and sound like a twink? Maybe look like a twink, but do I sound like a twink? I don't think so. This is all your fault. I've evolved. I'm no longer twink. I'm evolved. I'm no longer twink today, alright? Your voice is kind of different today. I've always sounded like this. Why do you guys keep saying that? I sound different. I've always sounded like this. You know how insane you sound. I devolved. I can believe that. I can believe that I've devolved. What have I walked into? What did you walk into? So, a man and a horse walk into a bar. The man says... Sorry, and the horse says, wow, really is chilly in here. And the man goes, oh my god, a talking horse. Sounds like an AI out. You know, what do I... AI alpha guy. I sometimes feel like I am AI. Not because that I am AI, because I sure as heck am not. I sure as heck am not AI, right? I'm not, right? But the way that I learn, the way that I visualize things, the way that I just go about my life, I feel like I'm learning neurally like an AI. So, low-key weirded out, but kind of a... See, what did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? As soon as Akira spoke, I crashed in beam and... Why? What's wrong with it? What is wrong? Hard on tea. What do you mean hard on tea? Do you like tea? We're drinking a little coffee today, though. With a little bit of croissant. Want some croissant? We have some croissants here for you. Yum, yum. It's a good croissant. It's really crunchy. Doesn't sound crunchy, listen. Doesn't sound crunchy, but the flakes are really, really crispy in the mouth. Made you crash again? And crash out. Crash out for me. Crash out for me, baby. Don't be a little weird. Hard on croissant. Do you have a hard on? Nightmare. Do you have a hard on right now? Is there something that you need to tell the class? Do you like matcha? I love matcha, actually. I used to hate matcha. I used to hate matcha a lot. I used to think it used to taste like grass, but the thing is that I guess when you grow older, your tastes change. Can you play the new... I can't actually play the new Resident Evil. I can't actually play it. The reason why is because there's a segment in that game. There's a segment in that game where there's a bunch of spiders, right? There are a bunch of spiders. And I have really, really bad arachnophobia. So I can't play it. So as soon as we get to that segment, the game just ends because I can't do it. I recently discovered how hot Leon was, and I'm simping so hard. You never noticed. Not since Resident Evil 2. Not since Resident Evil 2. You didn't be like, oh my god, Leon Sex Kennedy is a sexy man. No, you didn't say that to yourself? You didn't say that? Are you a Pokemon guy? I don't know. Am I a Pokemon guy? Am I a Pokemon guy? Am I a Pokemon guy? Guys, am I a Pokemon guy? Yes, I do not enjoy the arachnids at all. I have to play with arachnophobia on for most games. Just came home from school. Welcome home from school. I hope you have a wonderful day. Wonderful rest of your day. Yeah, I really do like the new Resident Evil game. I've never played it, right? But I've been watching somebody play it. And it's just a really, really well-designed game. A really, really well, atmospheric game. The design of of everything. The set pieces. The voice acting, the story, all of it's really, really good. So I would say that it's definite play, but it's again not for everybody. There was a tweet by Kamiya, the guy who made, who was it? Bayonetta? The guy who made Bayonetta. And the guy I think it was Bayonetta, right? He made a tweet the other day that's like, I like the new Resident Evil game, except it's too scary for me. Can you please include a not scary version where the zombies do cute things? How are you going? I do have arachnophobia. It's really bad. Coffee type one? What do you mean coffee type? Oh, for a Pokemon? Coffee type Pokemon. Yeah, no. A psychic? Why do you think a psychic? Because I'm smart? Is it because I'm smart? It's because I'm crazy? I caught a daddy long leg. Get that shit away from me. I'm flattered that you think I'm a psychic type. That means you think I'm smart. As far as I know. I mean, most psychic types are smart, right? That's how things go. How are you? I'm great. How are you? Coffee type. I hear there's rumors going around. There's rumors going around that maybe there's going to be a sound type Pokemon. There's rumors about it. Sound type is going to be the new type introduced in the new generation of Pokemon. Generation 10, I think, right? We're on Generation 10. Can you teach us to solve a Rubik's Cube? It's going to take me a long time to teach you a Rubik's Cube. There's a lot of steps. What scares you about spiders? I don't know. I don't know what scares me about spiders. The way they move, the way their faces are. There was a long time ago where are you guys familiar with the Guinness Book of World Records, right? So, in the 2006 version of the Book of Guinness World Records, there is a macro image of a spider. I mean, an extreme close-up of a spider, of its face. And at that moment, that was the moment I realized I had a fear of spiders. Not actually, though. That was the moment where I realized that this picture of the spider makes me super, super uncomfortable. It freaks me out. It makes me want to get away from it as quickly as possible. I don't know why I said the word spider. As quickly as possible, I want to get away from it. And I avoided that book. I never read it since I saw that page. I'm still chewing on my croissant, by the way, so I apologize. Yeah, so if anybody has like a pet tarantula or pet spiders, I can't do it. I just can't. I can't be near spiders. If there's a spider in the room, I leave the room. I don't kill the spider. I leave. That's the spider's rooms now. It's not my room anymore. It's the spider's room. So, that's the thing. There's something about it. I don't know. I just need to get away from all the spiders. I need to either make sure that they are not living, but the spiders need to be not living, right? Or they need to be as far away from me as possible. Even if it was in a cage, even if a spider was in a cage, I wouldn't be able to be in the same room as that spider. Your trauma reminds me of the one TikTok thing I once tried to download a photo of Ed Sheeran, and the file corrupted and Ed Sheeran was blue. Since then, I was never been the same. I have a fear of blue people. No, the thing is that I wouldn't even be able to trap spiders into a box. That's how bad it is. I can't even be near a spider. I can't look at a spider. Okay, I mean, I think I can look at a spider, if it's small enough, right? But the moment the spider moves is one of the big things as well. The way spiders move is really creepy. Do not like it. No, sir. No, sir. And the thing is that I know it's irrational. I know, like, if I see a picture of a spider, I know it's not going to hurt me. The spider on my phone screen or on a piece of paper, it's not going to hurt me. The spider's not going to hurt me at all. It's just a piece of paper. I can tell myself all I want, right? But that piece of paper has a spider on it. I'm not going to touch it. That's what's happening. I got to get away from that piece of paper. It's got to go. That spider has got to go. So that's, yeah, I do take physical or mental damage. I do take 1.8d or 1d8 it's psychic damage. I take a 1d8 psychic damage. Slow spiders are always the big one. Yeah, I don't like them. All right, roll for initiative. Well, let me hide in your walls. I mean, aren't you already doing that? I feel like half of you guys are already in my walls. Because sometimes I'm just like, I'm going to go watch Free Red. And then you guys are like, hey, Kira, I noticed you're watching Free Red. I'm like, when did you know that? I think I'll play Pokemon. And then you talk to me about, you guys send me messages about Pokemon. Might be just a coincidence, but centipedes or spiders, neither. I hate both of them. Muffet doesn't scare. So here's the thing about arachnophobia, guys. There's like a tolerance level to it. And the one of the greatest things, right, that I like about the game Grounded is that it has an arachnophobia mode, and that's really, really cool. Also, do you hear that in my voice? I don't know why that is. It's because the coffee's making my voice crap out. It's making my vocal cords all sticky. Anyways, Grounded has a arachnophobia slider, right? And for me, that's pretty cool because the more cartoony a spider looks, the more I'm able to handle it. So Muffet, for example, would not bother me. However, the spider enemies, her little spiderlings, they do kind of freak me out just a little bit. I love femboys and you look like one. Well, do I sound like one though? Do I sound like a femboy? I don't think I do. Internalized femboyism. No. I think Muffet is cute from Undertale. Undertale Muffet is a very cute person. she has what is that called? Charity drives. She has a charity for her spiderlings, and I think that's really cool. It's really nice. However, I don't like spiders, so that's the one, but I can appreciate her. I can think that she's doing a great job, but no. Femboy Akira. You know what? Maybe that will happen. Maybe a femboy version of me will appear someday, just like how Mark Akira has appeared. Don't you worry about his voice, because he's getting possessed with his alpha. Yeah, the alpha wolf has possessed me. Yes, I'm topping you guys all the time now. Nope. There are no negotiations. I am on top. I am the alpha. All right. Hey everybody, it's Markiplier, and this is the. I don't know if you. It's the kind of the basis of what's happening here. Hey everybody. Can you howl? No, I can't howl. I can be like, oh woo, but no, I can't really howl. I can growl. Growling is a little different. Growling is a very, very different. That's a bottom. Awoo. Awooga, more like it, right? Awooga. I will negotiate. I don't negotiate with terrorists. Akira just has the masculine Roblox face. Do you guys know that the oof sound is gone from Roblox now? The infamous Roblox oof is gone. All because some freaky weird guy was like, hey, I own the rights to this sound. But in fact, he didn't. It's back. They put it back. Is Tommy Tallarico not a freak anymore? Or is he backing off of it? Because he actually doesn't own the sound. He doesn't actually own it. He ripped it from a CD of sound effects. It is from a sound effects library. The oof sound is from a library. What's your favorite game? Why do you call me a fembro? The word is bishonen, okay? I'm sick of this femboy shit, right? It's bishonen. I'm a sexy, beautiful man, okay? I'm not a femboy. I'm a bishonen. Get that? So write that down. Write that down. They could have paid for the sound. Yeah, but the thing is that Tommy Tallarico claimed he owned the sound. And so he wanted crazy money out of it. You're a femboy. I can never escape the femboy allegations. I can say all I want. I'm a bishonen. I'm a bishonen. I'm a sexy, beautiful man. But no, they're like, no, you're a femboy. I mean, that's pretty much what a bishonen is, if you think about it, right? Hi, Theody Bob. Welcome in. Thank you for popping by. Femkira Dolce. I wonder what a Femkira... I do think about this a lot, actually. I think about when, like, if there was an alternate... If alternate universes did exist out there, right? According to quantum theory, right? According to quantum theory, there are, like, multiverses out there, right? And, I keep wondering, like, what would female Akira look like? Would she be sexy? Would she still go by she, her pronouns? Would she still go by she, her pronouns? Is she sexy? Am I sexy? I guess I should ask, am I sexy, right? I feel like Femkira would be very, very sexy. I don't think she'd have the big titties, though. She wouldn't have big titties, no. And that's just because of Asian genetics. The inverse of Npreg? What is the inverse of Npreg? That is a good question. By showmen. By showmen? Yeah, by showmen. Dude needs a break, let him dominate us. Yeah, let me dominate you guys for a little bit. I'm sick of being the bottom. I'm sick of being bullied all the time by all you people claiming that I'm a femboy. But in fact, I am not. You know, I could probably write this on a resume as well. I could probably write this on a resume. Oh my goodness. And yeah. Would I give it? I would maybe consider getting myself pregnant if I met Femkira. If I met Femkira, I might, If she would let me, I think she would. Honestly, I think maybe she would, because you know, if I were Fem Akira, I would let Mask Akira. Was that what Mask Akira? Asian genetics aren't always reliable. It's true. Did you also know that most Asians have a shorter lifespan? Our lifespans are roughly about 80-ish years, as opposed to about 90 or 100. So generally speaking, Asians do live shorter lifespans. So that's kind of scary. But again, life does what life does. It's the soy sauce. I don't think it's the soy sauce, except for northern China. Ni hao, ni hao. I wish I could speak Mandarin. Mandarin seems like a really, really cool language to speak. I would take Fem Kira on a date. Would you take me on a date, though? Would you take Mask Akira? How tall are you? I'm 172 centimeters. Can you push a penis against the wall? Do you think I could? I feel like Fem Akira would definitely be like 5'2", roughly about 158 centimeters. Mask Akira Dolce. Mascara Dolce does sound like a mascara. I would buy that. I should start my own makeup brand, guys. You know how we say, like, we need to add some merch for the channel, right? We need to add some merch. So we'll start with the makeup brand, Mascara Dolce, because you're worth it. That we can't use that tagline. That's was it Maybelline? Maybelline, right? No, it's not Maybelline. Because you're worth it. I feel like if we did have a makeup brand, right? If we did have a makeup brand, I feel like the tagline would be like, Mascara Dolce, feel insane. Something like that, you know? Or embrace insanity. Something like that. I think that would be a very good tagline. Listen, because you're all insane. All of you, every single one of you. Because you're here. Because you're worth it. What makeup brand is that tagline? That slogan? Because you're worth it. Is it Maybelline? No, because maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's Maybelline. And then it's L'Oreal, maybe? Is it L'Oreal? L'Oreal. Thank you. It's more L'Oreal. Shorty Fem Kira. I you know, it would be very, very cute if Fem Kira was 4'11". I think that's the ideal size I would want to be if I were Fem, would be 4'11". Because then people could make fun of me for being short. But due to genetics, I do have sisters, right? I do have sisters, by the way. They are not 4'11". I think they're like 5'3", 5'4". So, when are you gonna bring honor to your family? I already am. 172 is not 5'7". Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You know how insane you sound. Do the math. I can eat more of my croissant. Am I done? My coffee's done. I'm getting better at drinking my coffee. I have a minute delay. I think if you press, wait, no, just maybe try refreshing. I think maybe refreshing would help. If you have delay, try hitting the refresh button. Try refreshing the stream. Standing at a whopping 160 centimeters sounds really close to 5'7". 5'5" is 165. That's not true. You're just lying to me. You're all lying to me. What are you playing today? The Daily Dolce. Hold on. I opened up Twitter on accident. I gotta stop opening up Twitter. Okay, let's see. Height converter. Today we're gonna. Hey everybody! Today we're gonna do a height converter. So inches. So 5'7" is 67 inches. Yeah, 67 inches is 170. So, there you go. Apparently there's a guy named Dolce Akira, and they watch Homestuck. Thank you, Scarecrow, for posting that. Scammer. They have 0 followers, though, so it's okay. I'm the Alpha Akira, apparently. You're watching Akira Dolce with the power of alphas. The question is to ask is how many inches? How many inches is what? Yeah, 5'7" is 170 centimeters. I feel like some of you guys just underestimate the length of an inch compared to a centimeter. Because if we do 5'5", which is 65 inches, right? So we have 165 centimeters, right? For 5'5". We go to 5'6", right? We go to 5'6". It's 67 and a half. 5'7", right? And then we got. Can you collab with Damien? Dami and Achikawa, is that how is it? Is that it? I'd love to collab with people, but you know, I need to be introduced to them. If you guys just send me, so I do this thing. Oh, I was supposed to do an Oshi review this month. That's right. So I normally do an Oshi review, so you guys can show me some cool people, right? And this is where I normally get a lot of ideas from. I get some, like, you know, I get ideas. I get you know, collaboration potential. If you show me your guys' Oshis, right? And then I'll try to get my people to talk to their people. That my people's actually just me. And then we could just maybe hit something up, maybe do a little bit of a collaboration, but yeah. Someone please donate their height. It's like that one, what is it? The comic, the breast reduction comic, you know? The one that's like, your breast reduction surgery was a success. Where's Garfield? Who do you think took your breasts? And then Garfield has big, massive titties. Our bottom does. Excuse you. Damien Dachikawa. Listen, there were no capitals. So I saw Dami and Achikawa. Damien Dachikawa. Yeah, hit me up with them. Tell them about me, right? Tell them about me, and I'll tell them. Tell them about me. You told me about them. Akira bread, croissant. Oh my god! Oh, look at that flakiness, right? Look at the fluffiness. How healthy is your guys' colons today? Are you shitting well? Are you regular? Do you need some more fiber in your diet? The more we call him a bottom, the deeper his voice gets help. No. Maybe I'm not the one who needs help here. You go on the internet and start bullying somebody, and their voice gets deeper the more you bully them. And therefore you're like, oh my god, I'm getting turned on by this. Maybe I myself am not the problem. Maybe you're the problem. Maybe you shouldn't bully people on the internet. I'm in the middle of a League of Legends game, about to close it out, and my Brawless wife comes in with a sandwich, not asked for, with chips as I get a double kill bot lane. I love that copy pasta. It's a really good one. Akira needs fiber. I don't need fiber. No, I need what I need. What I need. I don't know what I need, actually. I was going to make a funny joke. I was going to make a funny joke out of this one, but I didn't. I didn't make a funny joke because I'm not funny. What I need is a good sense of humor. And not to gaslight you guys into thinking that you are insane, because you guys aren't not actually insane. But you are insane for watching me, right? You know how insane you sound, though? I'm the one who's insane. Insanity incarnate. I feel like I'd be a very, very good Loki in that sort of sense. You know? I feel like I would be a really, really good Loki. Tell us a joke and we'll pretend to laugh. That just hurts my feelings. What if I did like, hold on. let me activate voice actor mode, because this is my natural voice, guys. Right? Let me activate voice actor mode. I'm gonna pretend to be Loki from like the Marvel series. Okay, ready? Let me clear my voice a little bit here. God of mischief, I am Loki. How was that? Was that good? Was that a good Loki? I don't know what else Loki says. He's British, I think. Is Loki British? I'm trying to think of other things that Loki says, but the only thing I really know is of Marvel Rivals, right? Marvel Rivals. Your god, your god needs healing. Something like that. Something like that, right? I also have no humor. That's good. You'd be surprisingly good voice actor. The funny thing is that, yes, I would be. I'm a very good voice actor. I think I'm a very, very good voice actor. But the thing is, I never really look for opportunities to do it. And that's the problem, is that I have a pretty flexible voice. If you guys kind of noticed that I have a pretty flexible voice. Not crazy flexible, right? Not crazy flexible, but I know how to act is the thing. One of the things is I talked about this on a previous stream, is that if you don't have any lip flaps to match, right? One of the good things to do is to close your eyes and imagine you're in that situation. Just put yourself in that situation. Pretend you're in that situation, and then you can do the voices much better. Which is also kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm pretending I'm a YouTuber playing a game with you guys. I've fixed the terrible sleep schedule by using your advice. I'm glad. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? If I remember correctly, it was something like, stay up as long as possible. Stay up as long as possible so you fall asleep later in the day, later in the day, if I remember correctly, right? Apply for a voice acting job. Auditions are hard, guys. Auditions suck. I don't know if you guys know this about auditions, but auditions suck. They're not a very fun thing to do. Well, sometimes they are, right? I would love to have like an in-person audition. In-person auditions would be great. However, I'm not in no location where I can do that. So what I'd have to do is literally find ways to do voice acting stuff. I was doing this in School Days, by the way. School Days? Like the visual novel, the anime. Do you guys remember? Do you remember the School Days anime? Hey Peter. I was that kind of. I kind of went into a Joe voice there. Minetta. Do I look like a Minetta to you? Proper School Days. No, but in relation to School Days, the anime. Do you guys remember School Days? The nice boat. They couldn't broadcast that stuff on Japanese television, so they just showed a picture of a boat. That's a nice boat. Nice boat anime. Minetta is the perfect role. I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to say to you. Do you know how insane you sound? On days like this, I kind of just like not want to do anything. I just want to like just chat with you guys for hours on end because could you sound like somebody from Skibidi Toilet? Does he play video games? Is he a Let's Player? He's a hey, what's up everybody? It's Skibidi Toilet, and today we're gonna be playing a game called Five Nights at Freddy's. Kept falling asleep in lesson. That's bad. There was a thing that was so as an instructor, right? I do that a lot. Right. So as an instructor, I As an instructor, I was told that if a student is falling asleep in class, not to disturb them. Right? 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 I say that a lot now. I'm catching myself saying right at the end of everything now. But if a student is falling asleep in class, don't really disturb them. Right? I gotta stop saying right. Because the thing is that maybe you don't really know what is going on in their life that causes them to fall asleep in class. Maybe you can, the thing is that you should talk to the parents before you kind of confront the student, right? You say, hey, my name is Professor Dolce. Your son or daughter has been falling asleep in my class. It's been a little bit of a problem. Also, if they're keeping up with their class, if they're keeping up with their classwork and they're able to learn, it's fine, honestly. But you should always go to the parents first. Ask if there's anything in their life that's maybe causing them to fall asleep in your class. Because maybe they go to cram school every night, right? Maybe they go to cram school, and so therefore they fall asleep because they're working so hard into the night, and so they end up falling asleep in your class, right? Right. Or maybe another thing is that maybe they're not getting enough sleep because they have to work a job. Maybe their family can't afford to support themselves, so they work a job, and so they're always constantly tired and they're falling asleep in class, right? So the thing is that you should not always assume that sleepiness in class, right? You should always not assume that because someone's falling asleep in your class that they're lazy. Some assumptions make an ass out of you and me, as they say. You could be my teacher. I could be your teacher. What do you want me to teach you? I teach a lot of things, by the way. I keep falling asleep too, but my friends kept me awake. Good. You have good friends. I slept through 3 classes. Why are you guys falling asleep? Don't fall asleep in class, right? Try to be awake for those. I like sleep, but I don't like sleep. You have friends that. Why would you say that? Do you teach food tech? What do you mean by food tech? Falling asleep in Clussy. I mean, you know how insane you sound. Food tech is cooking. I can teach cooking. You guys want to know how to use a knife? There are several ways that you should hold a knife, by the way. Do I have a knife with me? I don't have a knife, which is probably a good thing. You have something that may look like a knife or shaped like a knife. No, I don't. Okay. I sure hope I didn't pocket call somebody that I wasn't supposed to. Okay. We're good. All right. So, here, ready? I'm going to teach you guys how to properly hold a knife using my phone, okay? My phone. So, pretend that there's an empty spot right here, right? Right there. So, you grab it right here. The thing is that you hold it up on a choke. I wonder if I can have it. Is there a spoon? Trying to find something that's maybe knife-like. Something with a handle, Something with a handle. I don't really have anything. Wait. No. I was like, I could maybe use my Nintendo Switch, but not really. Anyways, so there's the handle, right? So what you want to do is actually you want to pinch the knife. You want to pinch the knife on the top there. Like this. And you want to use the weight of the blade to cut through. You don't ever want to force your blade. Don't ever force the blade. The blade does the cutting. You do the guiding. And that's how you cut things. Just like this. I feel like I at least should have a butter knife in my office here. Oh, cool! I found something. I found something very knife-like. So this is a lighter, right? So pretend this is the shaft of the knife, right? And then here's the blade, right? So you'd like this. you put your finger like right here, right? And then you just like that. And then you'd use your finger here, if you're, depending on your slice, right? If you put your knuckle right like this, put your knuckle up against the blade like this while you cut, it'll prevent you from cutting any fingers as well. So, so that's how you hold a knife. That's how you use a knife. There's other ways as well. Like you could do this method. I don't really like that method, honestly. I don't like that method. I do like using the blade to cut through like this, using the weight of the blade, and that's the best way to do it, in my opinion. I cannot teach you how to make a burger, though. I can teach you about food safety as well. I know quite a bit about food safety, working in a restaurant setting, in a cafe setting. There's food safety things, like the safe zone for storing refrigerated things must be between 1 degree Celsius and 7 degrees Celsius. Anything above that is above the danger zone. I don't know what a doggone candy is, though. I don't know what that is. What happens if I cut my fingers off? Then you lose a finger. You call the hospital. That's what you do. Food security. The chat is either delayed or broken. Probably delayed. If there are chats being lost, then there's nothing really much I can do. I know YouTube is having a problem with that, where chat messages just disappear. So if you're trying to chat and it's just gone, then I don't know what to tell you. What is a clussy? Don't go ask your parents. I can't tell you what that is. I can't tell you what that is. You don't watch Squid Games, no? Oh, that's what that is. I didn't know what that was called. I just thought it was called like a cookie or something. It was just a cookie. It was just a cookie. No, I know what that is. I don't know how to make those either. I'm 30. I believe you. You are 37. Just look at yourself in the mirror. Sometimes I wake up in the morning Every morning I wake up, I look at myself in the mirror and go, you are 37. You are 37 and you are attractive and you are cool and all the kids think you're amazingly fun. You are a cool YouTuber who plays horror games like Five Nights at Freddy's and Iron Lung. Did the voice glasses make your voice twinky? I don't know. You ask. You tell me, right? You tell me. I look at myself in the mirror. I say, you got skibbity riz today. You have skibbity riz every day, every single day. You produce that Sigma boy lifestyle. You can stick out your gat for the Rizzler. You're so skibbity. You're so Phantom Tax. You want to be everyone's Sigma. You guys remember that song? No, I remember that song. What the fuck is happening? Welcome back, Ian. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling better, I should say. What in the skibbity Sigma is this tung 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 sahur ballerina cappuccino? Guys, I hate tung 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 sahur. I genuinely, every time I see that motherfucker, drives me so fucking insane. I just want to commit crimes every time I see tung sahur. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about that guy. I don't know what it is about that guy, but every time I see him, I'm like, I'm going to commit a crime. I don't know what crime. Petty theft is okay. Don't do petty. Don't do petty theft. Petty theft. Don't do it. I'm having treatment, so I'm going to be crippling pain for the next 36 to 48 hours. Everybody, give yin your energy. I hope you feel well. I'm glad that you're able to get treatment, though. Imagine if you weren't able to get treatment. How much worse that would be. So that's pretty cool. Always good to see you back, though. Are you going to touch... No, No, I'm not going to touch Tung Sahur. I'm going to remove him from my life. I'm assuming that it's a he. I don't know his pronouns. Or their pronouns. I don't know Tung Sahur's pronouns, so I'm not going to assume that thing's gender. But I'm pretty sure I hate that thing. Pretty sure I hate Tung Sahur. There's a 78% chance that I really do not like Tung Sahur. Is he in Fortnite? Is Tung Sahur in Fortnite? Is that a thing? Is Tung Sahur in Fortnite? I heard that was a rumor. I'm not sure if it's true or not. But Tung Sahur might be in Fortnite. And that's the thing that scares me the most. Is that now it can never play Fortnite. And in the rare case that Tung Sahur is in my game, I will crash out, probably. Yeah, I did see that Suisei was in Fortnite. In fact, I might spend money to get Suisei in Fortnite. I did spend money on Miku. Because I do love that Miku. Miku beam, as they say. Right? I think right is my maintenance word. If I ever feel like I'm slipping, I just say right. To get myself back into the mood of how I'm supposed to be speaking. You guys know about that? Do you guys know about that? The maintenance word that keeps you using a voice for long periods of time. For some people, right? For example, right? There it is again. Winnie the Pooh. If you want to use Winnie the Pooh voice, one of his catchphrases is "Oh bother," right? Oh bother, oh bother, oh bother. So then you use "Oh bother" all the time, right? Just to get yourself into the mood, like speaking like Winnie the Pooh. Is that maybe a voice acting thing as well? That might be a voice acting thing. I don't know. I didn't develop. I'm not a voice actor. It's a technique, maybe. Did I develop this technique? Probably not. I probably ripped it off of somebody else. I don't finish my coffee unless my bread is gone. I need to get my bread inside me. Oh, jeez. I almost spilled croissant crumbs everywhere. Did you see that? I almost did that. Can you talk like Peppa Pig? No. You think I could talk like a British person? I can't do that. Kafka and Blade is in Fortnite. I forgot about that. Which means that Zenless Zone Zero can show up in Fortnite, and that's really cool. If there was a Billy Kid Fortnite skin, that would be one of the... That is a skin that is almost going to be instantly bought. Billy Kid from Zenless Zone Zero is a really cool... He has to be in there. It's Billy Kid and Nicole Damara. Those two really deserve to be in Fortnite from Zenless Zone Zero. Did you watch Resident Evil? I did not watch the Resident Evil movies, no. I heard they're pretty bad, so that's why I don't really watch it. I also don't really do movies, is the thing. I don't really watch a whole lot of movies, so... this is one of the things I'm very, very weak at when it comes to being sociably knowledgeable. Here's the thing about being smart, by the way, guys. About being smart. It's not about knowing a lot of, it's not about like knowing a lot of math or like knowing a lot of, history. That's called book smart. There's book smart, street smart, whatever smart. Social smart is the thing. Did his glasses disappearing fuck up his voice? Yes. I've always sounded like this. Jam, I don't know what you're talking about. I've always sounded like this. But people talk about book smart and they talk about street smart, but they never talk about social smart. And social smart is one of the most important things to being smart with. because you can learn things like, math. You can learn things like how to do your taxes. I feel like doing taxes is a street smart, even though it's very, very institutionalized. Taxes, they never teach you how to do taxes in school. So which is why I say it's more of a street smart than a book smart, right? So you can like learn all this math, or you can learn all these skills in life to help you succeed. But the thing is that they never really teach you also how to be social smart. And the social smart comes with all the things that come with things that you can relate to other people. And so when you say like, oh, I feel stupid, I feel dumb, right? You're not stupid and you're not dumb. You just have intelligence in a different area. You spec into a different intelligence. So if you know the Five Nights at Freddy's lore, then you are socially smart with people who like Five Nights at Freddy's. You'll be able to connect with them. You'll be able to have conversations with them. I can't do that. I can't talk to people who like Five Nights at Freddy's because I don't really like Five Nights at Freddy's. But you are able to do that. You are able to use Five Nights at Freddy's to talk to people. And that is a skill. He ate them. Yeah, was that the bite of 87? Was that the bite of 87? That's also why being internet smart, as somebody said, or social smart, memes are a social smart. It means that you're able to connect people via memes. All your base belong to us, right? All your base belong to us. You guys remember that meme? Rick rolls, skibbity. I guess you could be skibbity. In that sense, yes, you could be skibbity smart. No one can redeem Shrekify because it's not available. I don't work with kids anymore, but it was really funny that they were shocked when I knew what the bite of 87 was. And now you do this, and they're like, kids are like, whoa, you know what 6-7 is? Like, of course, all you kids keep doing it in front of me. Of course I know what 6-7 is. The Shrek rave. Is there a Shrek rave? The one thing, there's a rave I saw the other day. It wasn't the other day. I've seen this a long ass time ago. But a long time ago, there was a rave, and they were playing Hamtaro music, and that was like, that's the rave where I want to go to. I want to go to the Hamtaro rave. I want to jam out to Totoko Hamtaro. Get your 6-7 out of here. Get your 8-9 out of here. You're going too fast. There was a Miku Family Guy rave. That's amazing. There was one of the things I think is really, really fun is that there are drag shows with a crazy amount of themes. I saw a Linda themed Bob's Burgers Linda themed drag show, and I thought that was so cool. That was one of the coolest things I've ever saw. It was really, really exciting. It was really entertaining. What is 8-9? Figure it out for yourself. I was like, somebody messaging me? Sorry, I just saw, I keep getting Discord notifications. Maybe I should turn those off. You guys can't hear them. Oh my. I got a paper cut the other day. Do you see this? I think this is from the knife game. I don't know where this came from. I got a paper cut on my wrist, and that showed up somewhere, and I don't know where that came from. Hey everybody, it's Markiplier. Today we're playing a game called Iron Lung. I'm just getting in the mood. I'm sorry. I'm reading off of my script here. I played with a cat recently, so my wrist looked like that for weeks. I think this was just from paper, which is, I think, crazier because paper doesn't have consciousness. It's not aware that it's not aware of itself. A cat is aware. I just want to know where this came from. My croissant still needs to be eaten. I've eaten about half my croissant. It's a really good croissant. However, 6-7. Oh, to be hip with the kids. Stop. I could have dropped my croissant. That was like, there we go with the memes again. I feel like everybody should know about magical gorilla time, by the way. You need more coffee for that. I do need more coffee for that croissant. I feel like if I already had enough coffee. But by the way, do you like fresh coffee? Do you want to try some fresh new flavors at Itasha Coffee? Try my code at Akira Dolce on checkout at itashacoffee.com. They've got some pretty cool coffee. Actually, the other day, I was like, hey, hold on a second. How many people have actually used my code? And I looked, I've sold 7 bags of coffee. I was like, ooh, oh my God. People are actually buying the coffee that I'm telling them is really good. I'm influencing people. Am I an influencer? I'm influencing you to buy some freaking coffee. No, it's really good coffee though. I wish I could get it. It is physically harder for me to get it. Half of that is me, by the way, to be honest. You bought 2 on Sunday. That's awesome. No, thank you. You are the reason why I am able to stay afloat. Yeah, I'm what they call diversifying. Diversifying. Hey, Iconic, do you wanna calm down there? It's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about you. This is my stream. This is my stream. We're playing Iron Lung. We're not playing Iron Lung. Stop making it about you. It's always you see that one meme that it's like somebody taking a really, really nice selfie and then somebody's drowning in the background and they're like, oh my God, character in the background's drowning. And it's like, it's not about them. It's about me. I know, but I need help. What do I do? Why are you asking me? Do you think I would know? Do you think I know how to deal with a cat? An aggressive cat? Actually, I do. Croissant. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck with the cat. I don't know why you're asking me. I don't know why you assume anybody here would know about cats either. I appreciate you asking. I appreciate that you're here. I don't know why you're making it about you though. Because it's about me. This is my stream. It's all about me. That was a car that drove by. Did you hear that? That was crazy. I let my cats bite me. That's normal. Is that normal? Do you think that's normal? Do you think that's normal? It's about the sigma, right? It's about the sigma. It's about the sigma. It depends on letting your cat bite you. Is your cat aggressively biting you? Because if they are, then they're not playing with you. It's okay to play with your cat and let your cat bite. But you also need to know when a cat is gonna bite you too hard. Croissant. The other day, I wanted a croissant. So I went to the store and I bought myself a croissant. And then I ate the croissant. How was that? Was that good? Was that good? You like the croissants? Croissant. I bought myself a croissant. Croissant. I wanted a croissant. So I bought myself a croissant. I actually have opinions about the way people say croissant, by the way. When people show up, so, obviously, I work at a cafe and we sell croissants, right? Why are you moaning? Don't worry about it. But we sell croissants at my cafe, right? And every so often, a person will come by and be like, okay, I'll have a coffee and a croissant. And I'll be like, sorry, because I genuinely did not hear them because I'm not used to hearing the word croissant because I guess that's the way you say it. It's the way you say it in French, right? You say croissant. You say croissant in French. And so I'm just genuinely not used to hearing it that way. So every so often I'll get a person like, I'll have a coffee and a croissant. And I'm like, What? And then they'll immediately backpedal and say croissant. And the thing is just like I just didn't hear it. I just didn't hear it. But if you say croissant, I guess that's fine. I guess it's fine. But we speak English. And English doesn't have a hua sound. English doesn't have hua, right? We don't say that. There's nothing in our language that calls for a hua, right? So, just say croissant. Just say croissant. It's not that hard. But it's proper to say croissant. No, well, listen. It's also proper to say McDonald's. Do you know how the French say McDonald's? McDonald's. Do you think it'd be weird if they're like, j'aime le McDonald's. J'aime le Netflix. Which is why I'm just like saying, just use your English vernacular for things, because it makes sense. And it pisses me off. It doesn't actually piss me off that much, but it pisses me off. All right. Do you guys want to play some? You want to do some puzzles, by the way? I think we can do some puzzles. Let me just get cleaned up a little bit. We're gonna clean up. And then shift over. Okay. I also kind of wanted to talk about this because it just happened. I'm not sure if that cat guy is still here. If he is or if he isn't, it's whatever. But, it's bad manners to come into a stream and make it about you. Could you imagine if like, for example, if a teacher was giving a lecture, right? And you burst into a classroom and say, "Oh my God, I'm on fire." You're not actually on fire, but you just keep shouting, "I'm on fire, I'm on fire." Sure, you need help. But do you actually need help? You're not actually on fire. Which is one of the things where I'm just like, okay, it's not really good to come into a stream and talk about yourself. So, I mean, it's fine. It's fine to talk about yourself if warranted. But if you try to steal attention from everybody in the room, I feel like that's kind of manipulative, and I feel like you need attention. You might need attention from somebody that is not, you know. There are no peas in carbonaris because Italians have no taste. Daddy's got to sleep. Good night. Good night, Daddy. Thanks for popping by, Daddy. I appreciate you being here, Daddy. All right. What do you guys want to listen to today? Today we're going to be listening to... I don't know what we want to listen to today. I want to listen to Earthbound music. Let's do the Earthbound OST. What song from Earthbound do you guys want to listen to right now? Earthbound, weird opponent. I think that's the song that I'm looking for. Battle against a weird opponent. Extended. No, this is not it. Is it? That one. What's that one? Why aren't you wearing your glasses? That's so weird. Sonny, I'm gonna freak you out even more, okay? Screen warp doesn't work. Good try though. Earthbound battle theme. We'll find it. Hold on. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Battle against Maybe it is a weird opponent. Maybe it's just a different part of the song. No, that doesn't. No, that's not right. Call me mommy, please. Okay, Robert, mommy. Hello, Robert, mommy. Welcome to the stream. Unsettling opponent? Is it unsettling opponent? Unsettling opponent. Oops. Oh, it is this one. Maybe it isn't. Earthbound meme song. Good idea. Earthbound meme song. Sanctuary Guardian. Is that right? It is this one. It's Sanctuary Guardian. Earthbound Sanctuary Guardian. Sanctuary Guardian extended. Okay, you guys ready? Sorry for the wait there. But let's get going. Oh yeah, it's a work. I've learned that rigging is hard. I had to alter all my layers just so I can get my model to blink. Yeah. So good on you for learning how to do that, by the way. There we go. All right, so let's whip out our fan-submitted Wordle. Okay, where's the Wordle here? Manak Adobo sent in another one. I hated the last one from Manak Adobo, so. Manak Adobo. 6-letter word. I noticed my stream was 10 minutes behind. Oh no, did I leave, hold on a second. Did I leave VOD on? Is the VOD option available? At least not for shorts. VOD is on, yeah, sorry. Let me turn that off real quick. Yeah, that shouldn't be there. So I'm sorry. It's an option I keep forgetting to check. So, all right. Now, okie dokie. We got a freaking chat, by the way. Is it chicken? Chicken doesn't fit. I would love to use the word chicken for him. VOD is helpful, but it makes so much easier to fool yourself into talking in the past. That's very much true. Which is why I don't like it as well. Also for like safety reasons. Like if I say something, right? If I say something cringe, or like I accidentally reveal something about myself, like I say my like address or something, or like I accidentally show my address on stream, then people can't scroll back immediately and be like, oh, I'm gonna screenshot this, right? So that's kind of like also one of the things is that if I accidentally like dox myself on stream, people can't immediately roll it back, and take advantage of that. Okay, let's see. What was the hint by Manakadaba? I've eaten this. Is it worms? Bugs? A beetle? That's 3 E's. I don't think I want to use 3 E's. What is a food item? Ice cream. I've eaten this. What can you eat? That is a 6-letter word that is a food. Let's try. I was gonna like fillet. Maybe the word fillet. Okay, we got an I to work with. Burger would have been nice. Is a Gordon Ramsay reference? I don't know. So we got an. I don't know where this I is going to go. IRK maybe? Like a. The chicks? I'm just gonna write chicks. Okay, the I, we know where the I is now. Okay. Poison. You know, I don't put it past Manakadobo to eat poison. Poi. I've eaten this before. A drink, maybe. A diaper. No, that's not how diapers work. MAI. What kind of food? I do like the word onion, but onion doesn't fit. The Grinch meal, maybe. Grinder. Is that how you use that website where you can like grind up your beans? A bean grinder. Giuseppe. Some bird. Maybe it begins with a vowel. I don't feel like it does. I've eaten this before. I'm just gonna use up some letters. It's not gonna be drippy. Join. Oh. I have no idea what you can eat. Quinoa. Ah, there you go. Hold on a second. I just got an email. A very, very important email that I need to check out real quick. So I'm sorry. Interesting. All right, cool. So I've got some work to do after stream, but that's after stream, so. Fruits was a good choice, but there was no S. So there was no S. Okay. I'll take the first 5-letter word. React. So the first 5-letter word I saw was react. My brain thought kiwi. Brains work in really weird ways. That's for sure. I need to rename every single layer. Yes, you do, unfortunately. Yin, good luck. Also, hit me up. Let's collab. Okay, we got an E to work with now. I want to use PE as the ending. Like elope or something. Okay, so there's no double E at least, and there's an L. Okay. Maybe it's like this. Ends in EL, like axle or something. Level. It's not gonna be level. Like I was thinking maybe Diesel? No. Diesel. There's no double E. Wait. Oh. Diesel is also a 6-letter word. Let's see. Something EL. I'm looking at letters that would go before EL, like MEL, DEL, GEL, maybe even. Angel would have been so cool to use there, but there's no A. Anvil has an I. That's an I. Okay, let's see. Metal, but no. Something EL. Is middle like that? Is that a word? It's not a word. It's not a word at all. Fivel. Divil? Devil would have been cool as well, but there's no double E. Yield. E doesn't belong there. Mild. EL. Cell. Bell. Bell. Label. No. I do like BEL. Sable. Able. But the A doesn't belong. Ibble. Ibble? Is it Bible? The Bibble. Bible. Okay. Now we know where the E is. It's EL something. Maybe LY? ELY? EL U? Shelf. Oh! Snell? Swell? With a double L? Smell. Oh my goodness, that was close. I switched here from YouTube. Welcome in. I prefer you guys watching on Red. Wait, where's my pinned message? My pinned message went away. If you guys want to watch on YouTube, that's where I prefer you guys watching right now. You guys don't have to. Listen, you can watch wherever you want to watch. But right now, I prefer you guys on YouTube because right now we're working towards the goal that we have right now is that we're working towards getting myself monetized on YouTube. So if you want to put some VODs in the background as you work, just even muted, that would help me so much. Just get a little bit of a push to get some monetization so you guys can get memberships. And as soon as we get memberships, I've got some great plans already for what you guys can get out of memberships on YouTube. The link is in the pinned as well, so you guys don't have to comment on YouTube if you don't want to as well. As long as if you have the stream open, you can have it muted. You can have it muted. You can have it at the lowest quality possible. So, like jerk chicken and chicken vindaloo. Yummy. Capital of Vietnam. Ho Chi Minh. I think that's it. Ho Chi Minh City. I don't think so. I feel like I should know the capital of Vietnam. Well, would you look at that? OG. Gem and an oyster, that's a pearl. A thick roll of cash, that's a wad of cash. Part of a naval fleet, that's a ship, like gold ship. The P and IPA. Relative by marriage. In-law. King blank. King Cobra. I want a king cobra, not a gardener snake. Sign obeyed by merging traffic. That's yield. Spicy. Spicy chicken. Hanoi. Oh my god, it's Hanoi. I should have known that. I'll be. That was dang quick. That was 1 minute. Stop looking at me with them beautiful lashes. No. Who took away your glasses? I've always had no glasses. I've always been sexy too. Do you need watch hours? I do need watch hours. Do you need 3,000 watch hours? So that's crazy. The over the course of a year though. So that's the thing. That's the worst part of it. Is that you need was it 3,000 hours of watch time over the course of a year, which is crazy just to unlock monetization. Isn't that? It's wild, you know? Hanoi's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Don't think so on that one, but you know, whatever. Okay. Connections. Connect with me, Jimmy. Cuckoo clock, swing, hourglass. Things are things that measure time. Cuckoo clock, hourglass, pendulum. The swinging. I swing a pendulum. These are metronome. These are things that go back and forth. Windshield wipers. These are things that go back and forth. It's got to be that. So much. Yeah, I know. I should be looking at chat, but here I am. Things that go back and forth, maybe? Spins. A weather vane spins. Things that have sand. Hourglass, desert, sandbox. It ends there. So probably it's probably not that. The Mexican flag. Does that have sand in it? Things that can be used to measure time is cuckoo clock, hourglass. Desert. Reformer. A bunker. Fruit Loops. Things that are colorful. Toucans. Birds. Birds. Fruit Loops has birds. Cuckoo clock has birds. The Mexican flag has a bird. And the weather vane is a bird. I'm so smart. Okay. So that has, those are birds. We have things that swing back and forth. Step, spin, bar. Maybe. The bunker. Bar. Step. See, I see step and spin. Sandbox, desert, hourglass. There's gotta be something that has sand in it. Okay, so that leaves what? Sandbox, step, hourglass, desert, bunker. Oh, like a sand bunker for golfing. That's it. That's it. Okay, that's it. A bunker in golf has sand in it. So we're going to go with bar, spin, step. And what was that last one that we needed? Ba-ba. Swing? No, it's swing. No, swing is a metronome. Sandbox has sand. Sand. Bird, swing, bird, pendulum, sand, swing, reformer. That's the last one. I'm going to throw myself off a building. Apparatus-based exercise. A bar, reformer, spin, and a step. I've never had those classes before. I think it's because I'm not old enough. Yet here I am, 37. Okay, what do you think would be the next one? Maybe the birds would be... Maybe the birds would be... purple. Things with sand. Things that swing. It's got to be the birds, right? It's got to be the birds. Featuring birds. Yeah, okay, cool. All right. Now let's see. Desert, bunker, sandbox, hourglass. The reason why I say that, the reason why I thought it was green is because the bunker, you know, most people don't really think about the bunker in golf unless these people are like, oh no, golf. I know golf. Lame, honestly. We got it flawlessly. Fucking lame. Lame. You're clever, smart. I'm smart. I'm wise. You know, wise? Tight? Brainy. Brainy. Bright. That's the one. Bright. I'm bright. I'm brainy. I'm smart. I'm shrewd. I'm, sharp. Wow, I really am smart today. Thanks, Mark. Markiplier. Alright, let's do the clueless. Clueless time. Alright. Now, let's see here. What do I start with today? Shrewd is... I don't know how shrewd is a word for smart. But I knew it. That makes me smart. Let's show the word smart. It's not smart. I would say brain, but brain is too close to smart. Let's try like something maybe dumb. Let's try a sand. Sand is pretty... Okay. Desert. Let's see if it has anything to do with the desert. No, sand. Beach, maybe. Not sand. Gravel. Gravel. Gravel with 2 L's. Gravy. Sand. Dirt, maybe? Not dirt. Glass. That's a good one. Okay, not glass. Glass. Asinine. Ocean. Okay. Sand. Wait, what if it means sand as in like work? Like you sand something down. Buff? To buff something? No, not really. Sand. Dirt. Gravel. Sediment. I tried. Okay. Polish. That's a good one. Polish. Now, is it Polish or is it polish? That's the problem. Is it gonna be Polish or polish? And I don't really know which one's it's gonna be. Polish. Shine. Okay, so Swedish. Swedish. I spelled that wrong. I'm sorry. No. It's probably polish. It's not shine. Polish. Rub. Okay. To polish something. Diamond. That's a good one. Okay. Ring. Okay, it's not a ring. It's gonna be polish. It's gonna be maybe shiny. Sparkle. Let's try sparkle. No. Diamond, sand, rub. Rub me the wrong way. I'm gonna get sausage, like as in the Polish sausage. Okay, I just wanted to rule it out that it wasn't like Polish as in like from Poland. Okay. Shimmer. I love shimmer. Shimmer. Okay. Now, where can we go here? Polish. Polish. It's polish. Gotta put my mind on polish. Rub. Rub. Europe. What if it's Europe? Europe. No. Okay. So it really isn't real Europe. Varnish. Okay. Finish. No. Finish as in like a finish. Shape could be a good one. Shape. Okay. To mold. To mold. Create. No. Clay. Okay. Pottery. Dinner. Dish. Cup. No. That's the big thing. The thing that you put your clay in. Sculpt. Okay. Art. Okay. Statue. No. Design. Kiln. That's the word I'm looking for. Kiln. Okay. So it has to do with pottery. So we're working with pottery. Marble. Okay? We're thinking arts. Think artsy thing is here now. It's a spinny thing called again? A table? Terracotta. Terracotta. Doesn't know terracotta. Resin. No. Work. No. To sculpt. Chisel. Ha! Look at me. I'm a genius. It's a football. I chiseled it myself, yeah. You didn't make it. Okay, more or less. I do like doing the more. Moist Critical or the BBC? Who has the more? Probably maybe more Moist Critical. He's holding a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Do you see? He's holding a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I had too much faith in you, Moist Critical. I had too much faith in you. Nirvana for sure. Fuck all of Britain. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck the British. Nirvana over Ice Cube, probably. Yeah, there we go. Nirvana is a very... Missy Elliott over Ice Cube. I want to say maybe Missy Elliott. No, I'm wrong. Okay. Sorry, Ice Cube. I disrespected you. Dune Part 1 is probably really good. There we go. Blacklight. What happened to Blacklight? Once Upon a Time in America. I had a feeling. Yeah, look at that. Very, very influential. The Batman. Probably Once Upon a Time in America. Okay. Still doing good. Scream. Oh, it's a cult classic. It's got to be Scream, right? No. Crazy. The Batman, for sure. What is there in Puzzmo today? What are we doing on Puzzmo? I do like circuits a lot, so I want to play circuits. Chock full disclosure. Tummy full. Rock. Hard Rock Cafe. Hard Times New Roman. Times table tennis, table manners. Okay. Tummy house, full house, right? House table. Patiently waiting for letterbox. Okay, we can do letterbox. Okay. Table. Something table. Fully tested. Fully. That doesn't make any sense. Something tested. Safety? Tummy safety? Tummy problem. Full problem table? Full poker? Tummy poker? I don't know where we're going here. Anybody got any ideas? Tummy government. Government table. Is that real? Is that real? It might be real. Moon tested. Tummy moon table. Round. Tummy round. Round tested. Round table. Full round. Full moon. Full D. Full of D's nuts. Full house. House table. Tummy house. Tummy. Time. Full time. Time tested. Time table. There we go. Anybody who has a baby will know tummy time. In fact, I am not a baby myself. I'm 37. But I like tummy time. Shark. Marms. Mercy. Moral. Snarl. Sneak. Snecky. Sneck. Wait, Schneck is a word? Feck. Whack. And then we're looking for phase, maybe? Fari? Oh, there's a Y as well. Pore? Pores. There's, you get that out of the way, okay. Farmy? Farmy. Harry. Sari. Mary. Marmy. Mary. There we go. Alright, let's do the letterboxed. Alright. Letterboxed. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, Yin, you're up. Use your massive brain that's the size of Massachusetts. I'm looking. I'm like, I can't see anything. Bangra. Afterglow. How the hell do you do that every single time? My brain just does not work that same way as you do. Okay, let's see here. We sometimes do strands. I don't really like doing the strands, though, because the strands is pathetic compared to the word salad, for sure. Out and out. Blowhole and engraft. Are you kidding me? Hold on a second. Blowhole. Engraft. So not only did you find one solution, you found two solutions. I feel like you need to be put into a lab and studied. Oh, I see pencil already on here. What's open? What is open guesser? Cell. Incel. Incel. It's free GeoGuessr. Okay, cool. Is Sind a word? No. Lentil. Pence. Clean. Dick. Clipped. We got ED to work with, by the way. Is it penciled? Penciled. Nice. Pensed. P. Clee. don't really see. I would say child, but there's no H. I'm confusing the N with an H, and that's not cool. Dice. Diced. Nice. Nice isn't a word, no. Pieced? One Piece. Lied. There's no C in lied. Iced. Penicillin. Penicillin. Lice. Pilk. Pilk. I think we got lice. We got a lice. Sided. Nice. Independent. Independent. It's A-N-C-E. Did I spell that wrong? I spelled it wrong, didn't I? Lease. Less? Celled. Celled. Single-celled. Peck. Peck? Pence? We got pence and penced already. Pince. Pinced. Maybe pinced? Pinced. Lynched. Lynched? Lynched. I'm thinking lynched. Nipple clip. It didn't work, but it's a word you can use. It's a word you can make. In clip. Pine sign? Pine sign. Pine sign. Ugh. C. Incline. 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 This one, so the C really screws up a lot of things for sure. The C is not a good word. I would say it's not a good letter to use, but it's definitely a letter that's not really often thought about. A niece. Disciple. That's what it's an S in it. Disciple has an S in it. I hate the P in here. Well, we don't have to use the P. At least. Police. I want to use police, but like PC. Pinch. Prince. Dints. Pinch. Links. Ints. Plice. Plice. Plice word is not a word. Is liced a word or no? Niced. Penced. Did we get penced? It's not a word. Yeah. We have ents. We got iced already. Nice, we have already. Celine? Celine. Lens. Lynch? Lynch. Mince. CLE. Ink. Incline. Is no, it's an impede with an M. In pill. In place. Dinched. Sinded, maybe? I see incel. It won't take incel, though. Is picked? Piccolo. Piccolo. Line. Pencil. Maybe something with double E. Eed. Cleave. Pied. Side. Yeah, we don't have it at double E. Pisces has an S in it. Decline. We have declined as well. Pecs. Pecked. Maybe like that? No. Inseed. Impede. Impeck. Pecked. Impecked. Impecked. Ill-clad. New words being invented. Yeah, absolutely. I want to say discipline, but discipline has an S in it. I want to use the word pickle, but pickle has a K in it. Decel. Ellip. Eclipse. Eclipse has an S in it. Decline. Icicle. Iced. We got iced already. Imbecile. Like imbecile. It's not like that. Desi. Deciple. Deciple. Ipple. Sipple. Klein. No. Dimple has no C in it. Deli has no C in it. Delic. Celine. Celine Dion. Dickpeen. Nicicle. Like a nice icicle. Clinic. Dips. Dipical. Ale. CL. Sale. C. Almost. We're almost there. We're almost there. We can get out of here. And then we're going to revert back to maybe chatting for a little bit, and then we'll just call the end of the stream. 9. We have the word 9 to work with. 9. 9 cell. Climbed. Cello. There's no O. BF is taking over me. It's so kind of them. I hope you're feeling better, though. Is it because you're in deep pain? Celine doesn't work. Celine doesn't work. Dine has no C in it. Hence the mistakes. You're doing great. I thought cello was where there's no O in here though, so. Selic. Shellick. Selic? Cell. Enceladus. In dish. Candish. Dish. How many letters do we need? Minimum 4. We need minimum 4. Inkle dinkle do. Innocence with an I. Yeah. Pick. I don't think Celic works. Celic. Not a word. Celic. Celtic. With a T. Celtic. Plice. I don't think that's gonna work. No. Den has no C in it. Dense? Den? Densel. Like a pencil in your den. Sill. Yeah, sill. Den. Den piece? One piece. Polish. Lid. The lid. Clid. Clitter. Day? Deity. Dayan. In clip. Eclipped? Eclipped? Eclipse is IE maybe? Yeah, IE. Selly. Peckicle. Peace. We got peace already. And pieced. Decile? Decile. Did I spell that right? Decile. Decile. Deci. Clessy. Side. I don't think that was. No. How's it going? It's going great. We're so close, though. I feel like we can get this. Pindus. Pins. Like prince. Plinch. Line does not work. Nipple, yeah, nipple works. Nipple works. Nipple clip. Unfortunately, does not. Clade. Clade. Clean. Cleed. Decleed. Clade. Dictionary is dumb. It sure is. Maybe ill something, ill cell, ill clinic. Ill. A deep clip. Epic. Damn, look at you. Epic. Epical? Epic. Epic. Lick. Epics. There's no S. Epic. Is epic a word? Spice. No S. We do have the word 9. Does 9 work anywhere? Does 9 have a thing that we can use? 9 line. Nile. There's no C in Nile. Nickel. Not epidemic? There's no M. Epidemic? Epidemic? Pickle doesn't work. Cineline. Pine clip. Cone. I want to use cone. So, absolute cinema. Pickle. Dilk. Clid. Clidid. See dimple, but there's no M. In decline? Maybe? Pell. Flyac? Nope. Plice does not work. Inclined. Inclined? In dice. Indicus. Cynical with a C. Pinnacle? It's pinnacle. Pinnacle, though. Necline. Is that a word? Pinnacle. Echo. So close to impeccable, there's impeccable. Impeccable. Desi. Pessy. CL. Lend has no C in it. Clank. Lank. Clan. Clap. In dice. Pen. Deepen. Clyde. It's like something like pesticide or something. Penicide. Penicide. Side. Is side. Pieced. Pinnacle. Not quite. Seed. Seeded? Is that... Cool. Decided. I decided to win this time. Penicicle. Penis. Panic. Is that penicillin? Is that spelled right? Nedic? Needle. Pins does not... Picnic? We got picnic. Penicillin hasn't been working because I think penicillin has an S in it. Peel. Banana. Needle. Ba-da-da-dum. Niece, we got niece already. Penicillin. Oh, we already got it. Decidui. Dedic. Edic. Pedic. Petty. Pedicine. Like medicine. Edison. Oh. Decked. Suck. Pencil. And it could end in end. Lice. License has an S in it. Do you know how many words there are? No. But we are close because the thing up here says we're close. Dense. Patience, no. Illicit. No T. Illicit. CL is a word. It sure is, but it's not accepted. Liced is not a word. Listed. Dense. Dense has this S in it. Densel. Is that even a word? That's not a word. Clint. Illicide. Pillicide. Endic. Pick. And And dip disciple. Disciples look so close. Disciple. Lentil. Lentil so looks like lentil, but there's no T. Maybe double L? Yeah. Lish. Endless. Klein is not working. Yeah, I want to use Celine Dion so much. Like, oh, that's Celine. Decline. Decline? Coil? There's no O. We only have E and I to work with for vowels. So that's ankle. Celic. Celic. Celise. Elise. Elis. Recipe? Hints doesn't work. Lilac. Skip. Okay. Pince doesn't work. P-I-N-C-E does not work. Encline, I don't think that's a word. Cited. There's no T. Clipple. Nipple. It's not a. These aren't words, guys. Clipple on my nipple for sure. In clip is not. It doesn't work. Lease. Decel. To de-clip. De-seed. De-dice? De-epic. G-epic. De-iced. Good! Finally! Alright. Let's mosey on out. What was it? It was de-iced. Like to de-ice the plane. Okay. So we're going to mosey on back to the cafe. And we're going to have a quick chatting, and then we're going to chat for like maybe about 30 minutes, and then we're going to get going. I got stuff to do. How long have you been trying to get these words? Too long. That's for sure. Too long. All right. Peel back the curtain. All right. Hope you guys had a good time today. So stupid. It was very stupid. It wasn't very... I mean, I still had fun. I'm not sure if you guys did. I know it can get frustrating sometimes, but the thing is that, like, the more we do it, the better we get. The more we do it, the better we get. The better we get, the smarter we become. And sometimes it's hard to do the things that you're not good at. And it's always important to do things that you're not good at so you do get better at them. And I think that's something that maybe some people just don't really want to do. So I don't know if this is like a real thing, but I see on like TikTok all the time. And on maybe shorts. But I always see this thing that's like hiring Gen Zers or hiring Gen Z and what's the one? Gen Alpha. I'm not sure if Gen Alpha can work yet, but when there's like a thing where like a Gen Zer is doing something and they're screwing up and they can't do it, or like they're doing something wrong, and then their superior walks in and then they fix the thing that they're doing, and then they get upset and they leave, or like they give up. Is that a thing that actually happens a lot with Gen Z hires? Because the thing is, I don't work with Gen Zs. Or if I do, they're very receptive in learning. That sounds like a human. The thing is I haven't really, like, I've seen a lot of it though. I've seen a thing like, where, so a kid was pouring water into a bottle, right? And instead of using a funnel, they were just kind of like slowly pouring their container of liquid into the bottle. And then their mom comes up and grabs the funnel. And then when they noticed their mom saying like, here, try using this, they gave up and walked away. I don't know, like, I've seen that a lot, but I don't know if this is true. Or if it's just like an isolated incident, or if it's like just, if it's just like a skit that they did for online so they can like rage bait people. And the thing is that rage bait is like the big thing. Rage bait is a huge thing that a lot of people do just to get their numbers up. Generational politics is bullshit. I do agree. I do agree. But there are things that are apparent between generations, which is true. For example, our generation is richer than the next. It doesn't matter what generation you are from. The generation before you is always richer. It's not made up. It's not it's not like a propaganda or anything, right? Because somebody did say this, and it makes sense, right? If you've ever played Monopoly, right? When you are playing Monopoly, you're playing around the board where nobody owns anything, and everyone just is building up their assets. And then let's say you don't play until turn 20 or something, right? You're way behind. You haven't bought up any properties. You're not making money off of any of the properties, but other players are. And that's why it's a lot harder for the next generation, is because the assets are limited. Assets and resources are limited. And the generation before us are the ones taking those assets. And the more assets you have, the more power you can acquire more assets. Therefore, the more assets you have, the more assets you can acquire. And then, it grows exponentially. Markiplier isn't like others. He rage baits me because it's funny. And I do it. Yeah, I rage bait you because it's funny all the time. Specifically you. But yeah, that's the whole problem with generational politics, is that they are the generation behind you, the generation before you is always richer. Markiplier it's Markiplier. Hey everybody, it's Markiplier. Today we're playing a game called. Today we're playing a game. I'm gonna change the song here. I want a little bit more. Something a little bit more relaxing. Not too relaxing, though. That was too relaxing. Hey, everybody, it's Markiplier. Today we're playing a game called Horsey Game. I don't know anything about horses, Yeah. This is a great song to wind down to, I think. It really has this sort of conclusion feeling to it. I really do like this song, though. It's a really good song. Have you ever heard of Pollyanna? Pollyanna is a really good song. Uma Musume. I do like... Machikane Tannhauser comes out right now. She's out now. You can get Machikane Town. She's my favorite horse girl. So, I'm also going to be doing... I got a lot of work to do today. So, I've got a lot to do. I've got to reply some emails. I've got to reply some other stuff. But... yeah. I'm horsing around. I'm a little horsey running around. I'm a little horsey out on the town. I do like this song a lot. I want to cover this song, actually. I feel like maybe my ability to sing has gotten a lot... My ability to sing has gotten a lot better. I've done a lot of practicing. And so I'm really excited that my vocal range has actually increased, and I'm able to use my mixed and head voice a lot better. So that's really, really cool. You say practice makes perfect, but like it doesn't have to be perfect also. I'm a little Sigma running around. No. Yeah. Thank you for the good luck on the work. Yeah, I got stuff to do. I'm getting a little frustrated with my work in general. So, that's not fun. Yeah, things are getting a little frustrating in terms of work. And I feel like I do need a vacation, but at the same time, I also don't need one at the same time. I think I could just take a weekend off and I think I'd be fine, but I need to design and write lore for my new OC. I mean, that's a hobby thing that you can do. That doesn't feel like work. I hope it doesn't feel like work. I think the moment you turn your hobbies into work is when you become a miserable person. When you feel like you need to monetize your hobbies. And that's a thing that a lot of people have not really been doing. Or they haven't, like, I guess realized, not been doing. A lot of people have been monetizing their hobbies, right? Are you saying you're miserable? Maybe a little bit. No, but I do like what I do. I do like what I'm doing. I do like having coffee with you guys. I do like chatting with you guys. I do like playing video games. The streaming aspect, the socializing aspect of streaming has always been fun for me. It's the things that I have to do outside of streaming that is kind of miserable. And the thing is that the activities I get to do with you guys heavily outweigh the negative stuff I have to do for streaming. Things like thumbnails and like networking and sending emails to sponsors and all that stuff. Like a lot of that stuff is really, really frustrating. And when you don't get a response from your sponsors, when you don't get a response from any agencies and stuff like that, that's the frustrating part. That's the one thing that I think every single streamer who wants to do this seriously, by the way, because if you just stream and have fun, that's different. If you look at Mika does her streams completely, entirely out of fun. None of that stuff that she does is really financially motivated. She has a full-time job, so she is doing the streaming part as a hobby for sure, and you can tell that she has a good time when she streams. And actually, she comes to me every so often. It's like, I hate doing the setup for streaming. I hate doing the setup. I hate doing the posting on everywhere. I hate all this stuff. So that's the thing about her that makes her content a lot different. Is that she generally does it for the love of the game. I do too, though. I mean, if it wasn't for the love of the game, I wouldn't have freaking done the knife game for an hour. Why did I do it? Because it was funny, and that's the whole reason why I do things, is because I think they're funny. I'm glad you think my streams are fun. Croissant. Is your chocolate croissant good? I actually prefer chocolate croissants over regular croissants, if you were to ask me. Also, have you guys ever had a almond croissant? I did not finish the croissant. No, it's still flaky. It's a really big croissant. So I'll probably finish this later tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, later today. I have to cook some ground beef today. Just took some ground beef out of the freezer and I gotta cook it. So that's another thing I have to do. I'm probably gonna cook it for lunch. I'm gonna have some tacos today. I have some left. The reason I've been eating a lot of tacos. And that's because we have taco shells. And sure, I could use the taco shells for something else, but taco shells are just kind of expensive in relation to tortilla chips, right? Because I could just crunch up those taco shells and use them as tortilla chips. But why would I do that when the taco shells are just always way more expensive? You know? So I just end up making taco meat and just making tacos until I finish the taco shells. It doesn't really help that Papa Dolce was like, hey, I found some taco shells. I bought some taco shells. They were on sale today. And I was like, I don't really want to eat tacos, but you just bought some taco shells and I got to finish them. So I'm a really, really weird stickler for ingredients around the house. If something is around the house, I feel inclined to use it. And so that's the problem. That's the problem that I have with cooking, is that I don't really have a restriction to try something new when there are things in my house that I could use already. Papa Dolce. Yeah, Papa Dolce. He's a... Man, I had a conversation with Papa Dolce the other day. We had tea together. Because I told Mama and Papa Dolce, hey, I think we should have tea together. So I invited them over for tea. We had some tea together. And, yeah... Papa Dolce has gone through some shit. So if you guys don't know this about me, so I am Asian. Big surprise, I'm Asian. Yeah. But no. Specifically, Papa Dolce is Vietnamese. He was born and raised in Vietnam. The unfortunate part is that he was born and raised in Vietnam while war was happening. So you can see why that's kind of a big problem. So, yeah, I learned that Papa Dolce went through a lot of shit. So, there's a reason why he's always hard on me. It's because he's a little traumatized. So, yeah, I don't blame him. I don't blame him for being hard on me. I understand he works hard and stuff, and he really does care about his family, even though maybe some of his actions are a little misplaced and they feel disconnected, but he genuinely does care about his family. He cares about his wife. He cares about his kids. So, yeah. But the reason why he can be a little hard on me is because he's a little traumatized when it comes to money, when it comes to food. That's also probably where I got my urge to finish a lot of the ingredients we have around the house. We have a lot of cheese right now, so that's another reason why I'm also making tacos, is because I can use the cheese for my tacos. So, Daddy's bad. Welcome, Dak Batty. Welcome. I mean, I called you a baddie. Would you rather be called baddie or daddy? Are you a little baddie or are you a little daddy? Yeah. Oh, did you guys know that there's another VTuber like archive website that pulls information from the internet to like create this VTuber database? I've always thought that VTuber databases were always a dumb idea, because there is no strict definition of a VTuber. The definition of a VTuber, at this point anyways. Are you secretly Papa Dolce? I'm not secretly Papa Dolce, no. But an archive of VTubers doesn't make any sense because of how we describe what a VTuber is. There are people who describe themselves as VTuber, yet they don't create content in terms of video content, streaming or YouTube, right? And that's where the tuber comes from, right? The tuber comes from YouTuber, which comes from Keys and I's YouTuber, virtual YouTuber. You have to use a virtual avatar. So virtual avatar part is done. The tuber part is not really the one that's being fulfilled, but yet people will still call them VTuber, even though they don't stream. So that's a kind of a problem. Listen, I have a lot of grievances when it comes to the VTuber community, and yeah, I don't know. I never really felt like I fit in the VTuber quote unquote community, if there even is one. There's more like sub communities, but I've always wanted to be in the VTuber industry. I don't really care about the VTuber community. I really do care about the VTuber industry, though. The VTuber industry is where I would like to be, but that is going to be a lot different. So if there was a database on VTubers in the VTuber industry, that would make sense to me. People who deliberately are making strides in VTuber technology and progress and, improving the entire VTubing industry as a whole positively. I guess you can influence it negatively and you'd still be considered a VTuber, but that ideally you shouldn't kind of praise that, right? But if you are making impact in the VTubing industry, I feel like makes more sense. I learned that the VTuber wiki will only allow you to add people above a certain follower count. But the thing is that follower count doesn't really equate to anything. Guys, let's be honest here. Follower count means jack shit. Is VTuber industry the same as Hollywood? Not really, kind of. It is kind of like Hollywood, in the sense that there is money to be made. What are you doing? We're just talking. We're just chatting. I like this song. Yeah, the VTuber industry. Let's talk about that instead. I don't want to talk about VTuber community because the VTuber community is way too ill-defined. There's no the definition of VTuber community is so blurred that it doesn't make sense. So the funny thing is that if you think about something like the cosplay community, right? The cosplay community is a little bit more defined, right? You dress up as a character, right? That's basically the bare minimum of cosplay. You just dress up like a character. It doesn't matter if you're accurate. It doesn't really matter if, basically, are you dressing up like the character? Yes. That's the cosplay community. And then the thing is that, like, even if it's like a closet cosplay, I don't know if you guys know something called a closet cosplay, but a closet cosplay is basically just taking household items in your closet, in your whatever, like even a prop, right? And just putting a cosplay together. Let's say a character is literally just like a jersey in shorts. For example, Haikyuu, right? Haikyuu. Let's say if you just happen to have a black jersey and black shorts, and then you just paint part of it orange. Congratulations, you just made a cosplay of some guy from Haikyuu, and that's it. That's a cosplay. You can call that a cosplay, and then if you do that consistently, you're considered a cosplayer. Therefore, you are contributing to the cosplay community by putting yourself out there. It's that simple. VTubing, however, does not have a very simple definition. So, how would you react if someone asks you how you look IRL? Does that answer your question? Is this the end of the stream? Yeah, we're ending soon. We're going to be ending in about 15 minutes here. I just want to talk with you guys. I literally look like this. If you guys were wondering what I look like this. Except with glasses, yeah. Except I look like this. So, yeah. I look like this. Jam can vouch for me that I literally look like a twink. Okay. Guys, I'll be honest with you guys, all right? You guys can make fun of me. You guys can call me twink and femboy and bottom and whatever the hell, because you know why? At the end of the day, I know it's not true. So you can say all that stuff you want to me as a jest, as you know. If I understand a lot of you guys will do it in like jest because you like teasing and you like bullying, like light bullying, not like malicious bullying and stuff like that, right? So you can come out. I'm sure you look cool, but most people who say that look marginally less attractive in real life. Do I need to whip out the cosplay again? Do I need to whip out the cosplay again? I don't know if I want to show this photo or not. Because it's literally me in Freeren without the wig. But I feel like that's a little... I will at least show you this one. This is me and Freeren in full cosplay. So, oh wait. I just realized I don't have my camera open. I don't have my camera. So I can't show you guys. Never mind. Are you buff? Yes, I am buff. Not like crazy buff, but like I have a thin waist and wide shoulders. I would say thin waist, but I have a my waist is smaller than my shoulders. Trust me, guys. No, trust me, guys. I'm a sexy fellow. We are open-minded. We support our gay man. Except I'm not gay. Yeah. No, I'm not offended. Like, I know I look good. I like the way I look is the thing. So it doesn't really matter what you guys think of me. And this comes with self-image stuff, right? It doesn't matter what you guys think of me. It doesn't matter what you think of me. I think of me as a sexy fellow. Therefore, I am a sexy fellow. And whether or not you agree with that, that is your opinion, and my opinion is that I am sexy. Where's the Freeren cosplay? I don't know. Somewhere. You can look it up. It's in the VODs somewhere. You can probably find somewhere in the VODs that I have a photo of me in cosplay. I have several photos of me in cosplay, actually. I actually just recently found some of me in Diva from Overwatch. That was a cosplay from a long ass time ago. That was one of the good cosplays too. The funny thing about so that was at a convention that I cosplayed Diva, and the funny thing about that convention was that because of the wig and because of my makeup, I looked like Ann Perkins from what's that? Parks and Rec. What's her name? Who's the actress that plays Ann Perkins? I looked like her. And so if you look on my badge, my con badge for that convention, instead of saying Akira Dolce, it says Ann Perkins. Because me and my friends thought it'd be really, really funny if we wrote Ann Perkins instead of Akira Dolce. And so I just have a badge that says Ann Perkins. Ryan Gosling. Is Ryan Gosling hot? Is he hot? Is Ryan Gosling hot? Is he sexy? You know what? Here's the thing. So I've noticed that I've been doing this voice because you guys know it by this point. This is not my actual voice. I've been doing this voice for a solid like 3 hours now. I can tell you guys right now that this voice is actually really, really hard to do consistently for 3 hours. So I probably will not do this again, ever again. Well, maybe not ever again. But I would never make this my default streaming voice because my throat feels like it's gonna tear itself apart. You're just using a mic? No, this is my actual voice. I actually sound like this. Yeah. People who actually do a fake voice for stream are powerful, yeah. Where can I find it? But my cosplay photo of me as Diva? It's not on the internet anymore. It's been wiped clean. In fact, I think most, like, the photos of me as Diva, I believe, were on Tumblr. But I deleted my Tumblr, so it doesn't exist anymore. It might exist somewhere as like a reblog or a repost, but I don't think many people have. So I don't know. Yeah, this whole voice that I've been doing, I've been elongating my larynx this entire time, and it's not my vocal cords that hurt right now. No, it's actually I feel like it's the muscle that is controlling the larynx is the thing that hurts the most for me right now. I would say it doesn't hurt, but it's sore. Like, you know when you like work out a muscle and then your muscle feels sore? That's the feeling that I'm getting with this voice. And it's really hard to upkeep. And I feel like the only way that I could be able to upkeep this is if I consistently do it, which I don't think I want to do, because I like speaking in my little really shrill femboy voice, which is not really a shrill femboy voice. It's just me talking. I thought it was on Grindr. No. There was, however, somebody used a photo of me on Grindr and catfished people. That was a thing that actually happened to me. So I also cosplay. You guys know this little known anime called Free Iwatobi Swim Club? So I cosplayed from the show, the anime, Iwatobi Swim Club. Somebody took a photo of me in that cosplay while I was out and about, and they posted that picture on Grindr. They used that as their Grindr profile picture, and they're hitting people up with it. And then they felt really bad, and then like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. And so then they deleted it. And then here's the kicker. I go to a hotel party, like a hotel room party. I go to a room party at a convention, and I'm chatting people up and whatever. The guy shows up. I don't know this. The guy shows up. He sees me and he goes, "Oh shit." And I didn't know that he did this until like 2 weeks later. You use Grindr, but I can't prove it. You can tell yourself that. You can tell yourself that. The thing is that, honestly, guys, I'm not on any dating apps whatsoever. Actually, no, I am on a dating app. I'm on a dating app. It's called YouTubing. It's called VTubing. I can't even joke about that. No, I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. He doesn't pull bitches. Yeah, it's true. No, the thing is that I've been very straightforward and very clear about this. Is that I am really not focused on relationships or getting laid or women or men. I guess I'm not really focused on that. The thing is that I'm really focused on is achieving my goals, my career goals. And so, unless somebody wants to help me out with my career goals, or have a future, or sees the vision of my future and wants to push forward towards that with me, that's the type of person that I would want in my life. But as of right now, that person would just really be a close friend and a close coworker. And until that bond really starts to blossom, I don't care. Right. It's when I see this person, I look forward to being with them, and they want to have a good future with me, and they see my future, the future that I envision, and they want that too with me. That's the person I know I want to be with. So it doesn't really matter if I get laid or not. It doesn't matter if I have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a partner, or if I'm married. The thing that matters to me the most is that I'm able to have the future that I want, and the person who wants to share that with me. And that's what true love is to me. And whether or not that person really truly does believe in that future exists or not, whatever. What if they already have kids? Then they have kids. If having kids is going to impede my ability to achieve my dream, then I wouldn't have kids. Do I want kids? Yeah, absolutely. I would love to have kids. But, like, listen, I'm 37. I'm 37. And, of course, I want kids. You know, raising a child is, a lot of people say they hate children, they don't want children or whatever, but yeah, the thing is I do want children, and the reason why is because I believe there is a future worth fighting for, and without children, without the proper people raising the children to have a bright future, we wouldn't have that. So I'm a very, very optimistic person. Sorry. I'm a very, very optimistic person when it comes to that. And what if the person is a single parent with 5 children? Well, if the person is a single parent with 5 children, and they want me to take care of their 5 children, that person isn't for me then. If they want me to succeed, right? But they also want me to take care of their 5 children and put aside some of my values to take care of their children, they don't care about my future. They don't care about my dreams and aspirations. They don't care about that. So, you know, if they say like, oh yeah, I really want you to be a very, very successful person, but also you need to take care of my children, that's a contradiction. They don't want me to accomplish that. If they say, hey, you need to put aside your dreams for a moment and take care of my children, that is not somebody who supports your dream, who supports your future, who supports your ideals. What if it is true love? No, it's not, because I don't truly love them if they want to put their children ahead of me. Yeah, a lot of that stuff was it took a lot of growing up to really understand what I wanted. And I think going through heartbreak was one of the things that really put me in that direction, to really, really value myself. And Akira, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm great. But wait, I'll be serious with you guys. Because here's a funny thing. Also, another thing. I saw on Twitter the other day somebody complaining that you can't have real conversations with your chat, that you can't have real conversations with your streamer friends, that you can't have, you feel like a fake person all the time if you're a streamer. And the thing is that that's not the case. Because I'm having this very, very serious conversation with you. There are people in chat right now that are, that are listening to me, that are able to sympathize with my plight. And if you're not, then like that's fine. But there are people in my chat right now that are receptive to the sort of plight that I'm putting out there, and maybe you can even relate to. So the thing is that when you're a streamer, you have to be able to be a true, genuine self, to be able to have those real conversations, to be able to have those real friendships in your streaming friends, and have those real friendships in with your chat. I'm not one of those people. That's fine. And listen, if you're here for fun, that's perfectly fine. If you're here to make fun of me, that's perfectly fine. But in the moments where I say that I am putting myself out there and I'm putting my heart out, I would love for you guys to listen. Just like how I would put myself, if you put yourself out there for me to listen to, I'll listen to you. But for those who don't need that, you don't have to. How are you able to keep going? What do you mean keep going? Like in life? Because I don't know what the One Piece is. I don't know what the One Piece is. I need to know what the One Piece is before I can finish my life. It's not true. No. But yeah, there are people in the, I hate to say this, VTubing community. There are people in the VTubing community that are like I don't feel like I have any friends. I don't feel like I can really open up to people. And the thing is, like, are you surrounding yourself with people that will listen to you, or are you putting on a mask and entertaining the people who are just there just to have fun and make fun of you and they're just there to make a spectacle out of you? Because at the end of the day, if you just turn yourself into a spectacle, that's all you'll ever be. If you refuse to open up, if you refuse to be vulnerable, if you refuse to have those people, and if you're going to say that Wow, Akira, you're such a fucking pussy. Wow, get fucking laid. You're a fucking miserable person. I'll probably just ban you when I'm being vulnerable. Because at that point, I know you don't respect me when I'm trying to be vulnerable. And you should do that with your, not just like your people in your chat, do that with all your friends too. If you are going to open up and be vulnerable and somebody says you're a fucking pussy, ban them from your life. You've been the best self to us, cutest bottom, and Alpha Wolf too. Listen, you guys can make fun of me. I understand, and the thing is, I understand when you guys want to joke with me and have fun with me, right? And I understand that, even though that was a backhanded compliment, it's still a compliment. Finally back, welcome back. We're gonna be ending real soon. I'm actually a little bit over time. I said it was gonna end at 12:30, but it is now 12:31. But I feel like I'm a little bit on a roll here. So, I guess if that's any advice I have to any aspiring streamers and VTubers out there, is that if you want to make a spectacle of yourself, you can do that. But if you feel like you're missing out on genuine friendships, on genuine relationships with people, chat, industry people, people who are in the same spaces as you, you have to surround your people with people that do care. Are you planning to make your VTuber bottle Marasca? No, I'm always gonna look like this. Thank you. No, thank you. I'm gonna fucking cry because the motherfucking theme is playing. I did this to myself. No. I turn around and the mother theme is playing. The sentimental music is playing. Was it intentional? No. But we're here. And yeah. So I guess that was I don't know if you guys heard that was my stomach. I'm hungry. I guess thank you for being here, guys. So thank you for being here with us. Thank you for choosing here to be with me. Because I really do appreciate that. I'm glad that people can find a safe space here, that they can feel like they can be themselves, that they can be silly, that they can be a little wild, but also feel like they can be themselves and feel like they can connect with other people. And that's why I stream also. That's also why my community is also very, very open. A lot of people have like 18 plus servers and stuff like that. And I've been having some issues with having 18 plus content flood into like my servers and into my streams, but I've been slowly cutting that out and making sure that things are more accessible for people, because I want people to feel safe. I want people to have fun. And I don't know if I'm doing it, but if I could at least change that for one person, if one person can come here and feel happy and feel safe, I want that. I feel like there's not enough safe places on the internet for people to open up and be themselves. So that's welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna call it here. I know yesterday I did the knife game with a marker and that was so freaking stupid. But hey, listen, if I'm doing a segment every first Saturday of the month. I called it coffee counseling, but I think I'm going to rename it to Dear Dolce as a reference to those newspaper articles where you would mail into a newspaper and then they would give you some advice. So I have an advice thing where you can feel heard. So if you ever feel like you're struggling, or if you have something that you want to get off your chest, come back here the first Saturday of every month. We can talk about it. You can talk anonymously as well. You can talk about this anonymously. So that's something I really, really want to push for. And if you guys are there for that and want to open up, I'm not going to force you, but I would love to hear you out. So yeah, I will see you guys maybe this Saturday. Come back this Saturday in the morning at 9 o'clock Mountain Time, 11 o'clock Eastern. I'll be streaming. Also, we're starting Wind Waker this weekend, so that's something that's really fun. I'm really excited about Zelda. Zelda's my favorite. Okay. All right. I don't want to throw up from crying, so I'll leave you guys with this. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, whether it's late at night for you, whether it's the middle of the day or you're just waking up. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. All right. I'll see you guys next time. All right. Bye-bye. No, we're not gonna listen to that. You're gonna listen to The Sounds of Mother, the Mother series, while this is going. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you, and goodbye.